It's NFL Week 11 best bets time. Oh, baby, it's that time. We're going to give you some news and notes, and then we're going to get right into these best bets, and we got some good ones. We may have a little special one later. We'll let you know what that is. But before we begin, we got to start with some laughter today. Don't you think, Ryan? What do you
Oh,
think? Yeah?
yes, laughter would
Let's
be
show
good
it
today.
around. All right. Let's do that. I got some dad jokes for you. Here we go. Number one. My wife worships me. She puts burnt offerings in front of me every night. That's a good one. Not you, White. Not you, babe. Not you at all. Did you know that the first French fries were not cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece. Classic. Classic. All right, last one. I got fired from my bank today. A lady asked me to check her balance, so I shoved her. That's just good stuff. All right, now that we're all alive and awake now, here we go. I got some news and notes for you, and then we're gonna get over some best bets. And we had a big change in a game, and I just need to make sure that our just the bet outside fans know exactly what's going on for Week 11. So this Bills Browns game, it's moving to Detroit. There is about 85 feet of snow. I don't know what did they say, Ryan. 6 feet. What's coming?
6 feet,
6 feet.
something like that. Yeah. So any players under 5 feet or under 6 feet tall, they weren't going to be able to play.
That's right. We were all worried about Devin Singletary and how he would run with snow above his head. That's right.
Yep.
So the Bills games and Bills Browns have moved to Detroit. So that means the Bills will be playing 2 games in 5 days in Detroit because they played the Detroit Lions in Detroit on Thursday Night Football in Week 12, which is kind of crazy. It's probably why they moved it there. But this total for this game has gone from 42.5 all the way to 49.5. That is a drastic change. It makes sense. You're in a dome now and you're not in the snow. If I'm the Browns, I'm thinking, gosh dang it, our only chance to beat the Bills was in a snowy winter turnover game, and now we got to go play them in a dome. Yeah, that's not pretty. So, it just changed, so we didn't really have time to research it, but I definitely lean under on that one. I think I mentioned before the Bills have only had 1 or 2 games that have ever gone over 47, 48 or something this year. So, yeah, so that's just what I think. Any thoughts on that one, Ryan, with it moving or anything?
Yeah, just really unlucky for the Browns. I mean, obviously they're not going to freeze in the snow, but you're right. They probably wanted that game. Hand the ball to Nick Chubb, run the ball, play defense the best they can. Hopefully get a few turnovers and maybe sneak out with a win. But dome now, no.
Yeah, that's not happening at all. At all. And by the way, congrats to Buffalo. Is there a better place to stay for a whole week than Detroit? Ooh, baby, what a city to stay at, huh? Congratulations. Although they are going to be away from that massive blizzard in Buffalo, so it's probably a good
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. All right. I'm going to give you some key injuries, and then we're diving right into best bets. We're ready for it. And I feel a good week coming on. I never say that either. This is new. This is a new feeling. We're ready to roll. So Cooper Cup IR. I don't know how the Rams score with that, but that's what's happening. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, they may return. They're still questionable. There's no exact news on that, but they are trending towards playing, which would really help them on Sunday night against the Chiefs. Zeke is probable. That's actually bad news for the Cowboys, in my opinion. And then we have a tight end run that's just not good. Mark Andrews for the Ravens, questionable. He's trending towards returning. And then 3 big tight end names on the IR. Dallas Goedert for the Eagles, Darren Waller for the Raiders, and Zach Ertz for the Cardinals. Those 3 hurt. If you're in fantasy, go check out their backups. I forgot his name now. Fabio Moreau or something. Anyways, something like that. He's Waller's backup. I picked him up. I don't even know his name. I just need him to perform for my team. Okay, come through for me. Anyway, so those are 3, and then you also got Kyler Murray and Stafford. I think are both questionable as of right now. I don't know how much that matters. Colt McCoy looked fine to back up Kyler, and that Rams offense. You're going to need Jesus at quarterback without Cooper Cup and that offensive line to score points. So I'm pretty sure Jesus would be fine. Other than that, I don't see anybody else, Ryan. Do you know any other quarterback who can maybe run that offense this year?
I
No?
think you're
Okay.
right. Just that one. Yes.
Just Jesus. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. That's the news and notes. Let's do this, baby. Week 11, best bets. We are 44 and 47, but more importantly, we are up 4.62 units on the year. So we are up money and we're going to go up more. Our goal is to hit 10 and then go from there. So my first bet, sound the alarm. This is the November pick of the month. Who am I jacked? This is a winner, guys. This is a winner. I can't believe I'm doing this. the Chicago Bears team total over 22.5. Yes, you heard me. About a month ago, this would never even be on my radar, just so you guys all know. It would be Bears team total over like 10, right? Is that how they were like at the beginning of the season?
It was pretty
But
bad.
they are moving it right now. Justin Fields is trying to set a record for most rush yards by a quarterback, and it's opening up the defense for other things too. So Bears team total over 22.5. They are playing in Atlanta against the Falcons. Ryan, do you consider the Falcons a good defense?
No, I do not. Mm-mm.
That's a good answer. They are giving up 25 points a game, which is sixth worst in the NFL. Here's what the Bears have scored the last 4 games. This is after their bye when they decided to make a drastic change to their offense with Fields running. Patriots, they scored 33 points. Cowboys, they scored 29. Dolphins, 32. Lions, 30. That's not even close. That's not even just over that 22.5 total. That is way over that 22.5 total. And those 4 defenses, okay, not the Lions. 3 of those 4 defenses are better than the Falcons defense, right? Dolphins, Cowboys, and Patriots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree.
They're averaging 31 points a game in the last month since they changed their offense. There is no way the Falcons all of a sudden stop them to be under 23. There's just no way. Some books might have moved it to 23, 24. I'd probably put less units if it's at 24 or higher, but other than that, I like it 22.5, 23.5. I think they get 27 to 30 this game easy. So November pick of the month, the Bears team total over 22.5. And by the way, the Bears are also coming off, or the Bears aren't coming off a bye. This is all after their bye. But Justin Fields, he's averaged 116 rushing yards a game. He's a quarterback, by the way. I don't know if anybody knows that. That is a crap ton of yards, just a ton of yards. Both defenses are bottom 10. And why does that matter to me? Well, I like shootouts when I'm betting team totals. You want the other team to score also. I don't trust this Bears defense at all, and that's why I stuck with just isolating their offense versus the Falcons D. I can see Atlanta putting up 20, 24 at least of their own, but I like this Bears team total a lot. So lock that one in. That is 2 units. November pick of the month, 2 units. Let's do it, baby. All right, you're up.
Nice way to start with the November pick of the month. Next one is the one I'm excited for. We got a showdown between me and you. I'm gonna go with the Vikings. Yep, Vikings at +1.5. And I believe they're gonna win the game, but you're gonna give me the 1.5. I'm taking it. So the Vikings will definitely beat your Cowboys, a team you've never liked. Thought they weren't gonna make the playoffs. I've been rooting the Vikings this entire year, and now they're an underdog. What? Doesn't make any sense. I get it. They're coming off of a Bills game, a huge high, and the Cowboys need to bounce back, but the Cowboys aren't the best team. And I think the Vikings just know how to win, know how to play football. They got weapons, and they're just going to be able to win this game. So I'm going Vikings. Obviously, with the showdown, you got the Cowboys. Explain why, because it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Do you like candy?
Not really. I know I just had a piece before
Uh,
it started this show, but
okay.
not really. No.
Okay, because you're a sucker. You are falling into this trap. They listen. The books want you to bet the Vikings. That's why they did this. You know that, right? You're done, right? Are you done with your
Uh,
topics and
yeah,
your?
I'm done.
Okay,
The Vikings only
okay,
lost one game, but yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
exactly. That's why that. Listen, how easily could the Vikings have 3 or 4 losses? Would that change this entire spread? Just if a ball bounced differently? If they're a 3-4 loss team, what would you still be all over? Or are you just going off them
Absolutely.
having 1 loss?
No,
Okay,
definitely not. Better team.
okay. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you done?
Mhm.
This is a humongous letdown spot for the Vikings. It happens all the time in the NFL. They just won the wildest game of the season in Buffalo. And now they have to come back and get up for this again to play Dallas. There's just no freaking way. It's just like Kansas City in the playoffs last year. They won a wild overtime game to beat the Bills. What'd they do the next week? They sucked and lost to the Bengals. And they just came out flat. It was ugly. And that was in the playoffs. Minnesota is due to lose. You know that, and I know that. They have won a lot of one-score games against crappy teams even. This is not a Vikings team that's, 1 loss. They're dominating people. It's not like the Eagles have been doing until lately. The Cowboys, the matchup is so much better for them. Let me just tell you something, and you're going to just regret that you even picked the Vikings after I tell you this.
I'll listen.
Okay. Who pressures the quarterback more than any other team? And there's all stats, everything. They are by far the highest pressure rate team.
That's the Cowboys, sure.
The Cowboys. Kirk Cousins against the blitz is like the worst quarterback in NFL history. Okay, he's not. But he has a completion percentage of 42% against the blitz. I don't know if you know that, but that's under 50. Okay, Dallas is number one by far. So we know that the Dallas is going to bring it, right? They're just not going to all of a sudden not bring pressure. It's going to be there. How is Cousins going to all of a sudden raise that up? He has a 42% completion percentage, which is worse than Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan. You know what a lot of those guys have in common? 3 of those 4, they got benched. They got freaking benched. But he has Justin Jefferson to throw to, Dalvin Cook. He's got different weapons that these other guys don't have. But that's not going to matter if he cannot figure out how to throw under pressure. He is toast. The matchup is not there. Minnesota's defense has not been playing well, by the way. Everyone's just letting it go because they've been winning games barely. Their defense hasn't been playing well. You can admit that. I mean, they've been giving up a lot of points. Their secondary isn't great. No one thinks of this Vikings any part of their defense as being dominant, in my opinion. There's
They
not
got a
one
decent
part of it
pass
that you're
rush
like,
when it
oh,
gets going. They got a decent pass rush.
when it gets going. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be super motivated after their last game. So, anyways, Cowboys minus 1.5. It's a sucker line. They want you to take the Vikings. Does this line make sense based on what you've seen all year? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Which
No.
is why you go with the professionals and not the average Joes who are all going to be putting all their bets on the Minnesota Vikings. Cowboys minus 1.5. Go against your gut. This is where you make money and the books don't. Do it. Lock it in. Showdown. You guys leave a comment. You can let us know who you agree with, but let us know what the loser should do on this because we're still trying to figure it out. If you guys can't come up with something, we'll figure it out. But yeah, let us know, and we'll make sure we make that happen. Well, Ryan will make that happen next video when he
Not a
loses.
chance. Nope.
So obviously that's not an official bet for any of them because we got each side of it, but that's what we like. I'm sure I don't know who was the best lawyer on that one, who talked you into what side, but Cowboys minus 1.5 is the right side. Thank
You're
you.
forgetting that Dak really sucks on 3rd down and 4th down and in close games. And if this is a close game, Dak's going to suck too. So not just Kirk Cousins being bad against the pass rush. Dak isn't a great quarterback on like 3rd down, 4th down in big games either. So where are you going with that? You like Dak all of a sudden, and now Zeke's back. You don't like him playing either. What's going on? I don't get it.
Pollard's looking really good right now.
Yeah, he
And they're
is.
giving him the ball more. And Zeke needs to get out of the way. So I'm going to need them to not get Zeke out of the way. I don't think Dak is great, and I hate the Cowboys, and I think they're always overrated, all this stuff. But you don't go through the season losing one game and winning all your games by one score, having a huge, huge win against one of the better teams in the league, and then coming back and competing against Dallas. It's just not happening. By the way, also Dallas is coming off a loss. They are hungry. Minnesota is fat and happy right now, baby. They are sitting there fat and happy.
Well,
All right,
we'll
let's
see
move
after
on.
you do something.
Yeah, nope. Cowboys. That's right, baby. All right, my next bet. Are we ready for this one?
Yep.
This is kind of weird because I'm sticking with the Bears game again. Justin Fields, anytime touchdown. It's short, it's simple, it's at plus 100 right now. He has 5 touchdowns in his last 4 games. Rushing touchdowns, I believe. 5. That's a lot. Lock that in. Plus 100. That's all I got. I don't know how it's plus money right now. He runs a lot. He runs like 15 times a game right now. Yep.
He does.
Lock that in. I don't even want to say anymore because it's just a given. Like that should be minus like 150. I'm not sure why it's plus 100. So jump on it now before it gets there. You're up.
Yep. All right, I got a big one. This is kind of what I want to do when we first started this, and I've gone away because I want to take it, get some easy wins, hopefully, and that hasn't been the case. So I'm going big. I got a 3-team parlay. It's the Patriots -3 against the Jets, the Bears, which we've already talked about a couple of different times, +3 against the Falcons, and I got the Steelers +4 against the Bengals, and that's grand total of 583. Oh man, this is a big one. I really want it. We need it. I need it, especially. And this is kind of what I wanted to do when I first got into it. So I'm definitely going with it. Patriots. You've said it a bajillion times. They destroy the Jets every time they play them. They're coming off of a bye. The Jets don't have their great running back that they used to have. So I'm definitely taking that one. And Zach Wilson, not a good quarterback, especially against the Patriots. So piece of cake. Got that one. Bears, we've talked about it. Running the ball, making plays, scoring points on offense. Falcons defense isn't great. Scared of the Falcons offense, but they're so inconsistent. Like you never know what you're going to get. Maybe you get a great game, maybe you don't. I'm thinking that they're going to lay an egg and the Bears cover with the +3. And then the Steelers. They're underdogs at home, and when that happens, Mike Tomlin just figures out ways to win the game or at least cover the spread, and that's all I need to do. Uh, with Watt back against Joe Burrow, getting pressure, they beat him the first time, and now they're playing the Bengals again. I got the Steelers there, so big one, 583. Let's win that money. I like it.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, listen, if you win that one, we can erase the last couple weeks of what's happened to you, which is like what, 1 and 5 or something. Yeah,
It's
we'll
yeah.
erase it. Yeah, no, that'll be huge. I like all of them. I'm gonna be honest; they all almost made my best bets. Well, one of them did. I'm about to talk about it. But I love that Steelers one. Tomlin and the Steelers kind of own the Bengals. The past history, they didn't do great last year against them, but for the most part, they already beat them now. They got T.J. Watt. Bengals don't have Jamar Chase, which is huge. And I just think that's a great matchup. So I love that one. Your Bears one, I mean, +3. That's a coin flip. Why not take the 3? That's another one. So I agree with all of it actually. And my next best bet, Patriots -3. Here we go. Guess what? I talked about this just a few weeks ago, and I think it was my bet of the week. I loved it. It was the Patriots. I think it was the same line against the Jets. It was the Patriots -3. They went into New York and beat them by 5 and flustered Zach Wilson again. That was Zach Wilson's worst game of the year. He went 20 of 41 with 3 picks. And now you go back to New England, and the Patriots are still -3. It makes zero sense. The Patriots have won, and listen closely. They have beat them 14 times in a row, and 34 of the last 40. I'm sorry if I'm off by one on that one, but I think it's 34 of the last 40. The line is just too low, all because what? The Jets beat the Bills, so now they're all of a sudden getting a lot more respect. This makes no sense. It should be a 5 or 6 point spread at home in New England. Patriots -3. Lock this in. Last year, Zach Wilson sucked against the Patriots. He's 0-2, got crushed both times. He threw 4 picks in a game. Belichick and that Patriots defense is healthy. They're playing well. They are going to dominate. Patriots -3. This is at -120, by the way. There's some -3.5s out there. I went to 120 to get -3. So that is my best bet. Go for it.
All right. My last best bet, I got the Ravens and Panthers with the under on 41.5, and that's -115. Uh, Come on. Panthers going to score points? Don't think so. Baker Mayfield back. Ravens playing good defense. And what do the Ravens like to do? Run the football with their quarterback, with their running backs, and that's just going to eat up the clock. The Panthers aren't going to try and come out and score a whole bunch of points and throw the ball all around the place. So it's going to be a quick game. The total score is just way too high at 41.5, and I think that's an easy win for us right there. So I'm definitely taking the Ravens and the Panthers under 41.5.
I like it. Do you know who is better than Kirk Cousins under pressure? That guy you just made fun of, Baker Mayfield. But I will say that I never thought this. Is it PJ Walker? Is that his name? His
I
backup?
think so. Yeah.
When they're bringing in Baker Mayfield, I'm like, I think they just downgraded. That's how bad Baker is. Like he is done having a starting gig in this after the
Yeah.
season. He's so those are our best bets. Who did I do good? Bring that best bets recap page up. Let's do it. All right, here we go. As you can see, first bet is a showdown. We got the Vikings +1.5 for Ryan and the Cowboys -1.5 for me. He's got the big old parlay at +586. Patriots +3, Bears +3, and Steelers +4. Sorry, Patriots -3, not +3. And then his last one is that Ravens Panthers under 41.5. My November pick of the month. That's 2 units. That's right. Lock that in now. Bears team total over 22.5 at -120. If you see it at 23.5, I'd still take it. That's the pick of the month. Justin Fields, anytime touchdown. Ride the hot hand. Ride it, ride it, ride it. Patriots -3, -120 is the next best bet. We have Lazard going right now in the game. It's not over yet, so we don't know who won that yet, but we're going to give out more bets on TikTok, Instagram, all that for Sunday Night Football and for Monday Night Football. And I think me and Ryan are going to put a fun little parlay together.
Hmm.
Maybe some player prop like touchdown, anytime touchdowns. They're not all out yet, so we didn't do it yet. But
Yep.
we're gonna put a good one for you if you want to win some money. Just throw a few bucks, have some fun, that kind of thing. Don't put a ton on it. So yeah, stay tuned for all those bets that we're gonna add. But we got an exciting week 11 ahead of us. We're pumped for it. And yeah, Ryan, you got anything else?
I don't think so. Super pumped about my bets and going big. I'm going big and I like it. Feeling confident.
That's right. That's right. And we're gonna do a social media for that fan bet of the week. Also, I forgot to mention that, but we'll do a social media video for that. So thanks everyone for watching, subscribing, follow us on all the social medias. We got a lot of videos coming out. So that was a lot of fun. Here we go. Let's go Cowboys. Have a good one.